Hello everyone, welcome back to another SLOP video. So EB Games. EB Games, if you don't know, you don't live in Australia, it's basically our GameStop store where they used to sell video games, but they probably won't be from 2028. They went through a period of selling Funko Pops a lot. I think that's kind of calmed down, but anyway, they also sell trading card games, most notably the Pokemon trading card game. EB Games is facing backlash over their pricing on the Pokemon 30th anniversary trading card game products. When the sets first launched, EB listed the Elite Trainer boxes at around $199 compared to $100 at JB Hi-Fi. And Ultra Premium collections were $599 at EB versus around $360 everywhere else. Most of the items were a markup of between 60 to 100%. And customers complained heavily about these high prices, and EB Games has just a couple of hours ago released a statement saying, it was all part of the plan.
All part of the plan, yes.
Before we get into it, I just want to note that these artifacts here around the image of their logo, that's not me. That's part of their image. So you zoom out all the way. This is zoomed out all the way. You can still see it. So you can tell that this was very quickly put together and wasn't really put through quality control. Anyway, Pokemon fans, firstly, thank you for your money. It's been a huge week. The excitement around Pokemon Trading Card 30th celebration collection has been incredible. Our priority from the beginning was simple. Even though we knew it wouldn't be universally popular, we wanted genuine Pokemon fans to have the best possible opportunity to secure their once-in-a-generation products while making life as difficult as possible for scalpers. It wasn't price gouging, guys. Trust us. Trust us, we would never do that. Oh my gosh. I destroyed the Pokemon scalpers by scalping the Pokemon cards. Don't you see? The idea was brilliant. Setting what many considered an outrageous pre-order price was part of the strategy. It was all part of the plan. All part of the plan, then. Scalpers don't build communities, fans do. That first phase of the strategy has done exactly what it was designed to do. Our focus now shifts to the next phase. Our team is now reviewing every single pre-order and will continue to do so over the coming weeks. We'll identify and cancel pre-orders that don't comply with our purchasing policies, just like we did a few weeks ago. Once that purge is complete, we'll announce one final pre-order release made up of those cancellations. We'll give the community notice before it goes live, so everyone has the same opportunity to pre-order. As planned, we're now confirming our final retail pricing for Pokemon 30th Celebration, which is the same as Pitch Black. Every genuine pre-order already placed remains secure and will automatically move to this pricing. These will also be the prices when the final pre-order allocation goes live in a few weeks. They've then listed a bunch of prices here. I'm not going to go through them all. If you just want to pause the video, have a look-see. Whoa, 439. How many cards do you get for that one? It's been a while since I bought Pokemon cards. I think it's been a year or two, and it doesn't make sense to me. I tried to get into it, but as a genuine person too, not a scalper. Jeez, I did open them. They were not for resale. I've still got them. To those that trusted us, placed a pre-order, and backed us throughout the process, thank you. We've seen your comments across forums and community channels, and we genuinely appreciate the faith you placed in us with your Pokemon 30th Celebration pre-order. To our team, thank you. I know the... yeah, to our min wages, thank you. I know the past week hasn't been easy, and I know many of you wore criticism aimed at the... Sorry, guys, while we sat in our ivory tower and made these decisions that we knew were going to be unpopular. But thank you for being on the front lines and taking the brute. I've worked in retail. I know that customers are goddamn idiots, and some of them genuinely believe that the person on the register is the one setting these prices, and it's not. It's some faceless moron who sits in a building, probably AB Games is probably in Brisbane. I think that's where their head office is. Some guy in Brisbane. So he's a Queenslander too. So he's the worst kind of faceless corporate moron. To those of the Pokemon community who chose to express their frustration with insults, personal remarks, and unnecessary hostility, I'd simply ask this. Let's be better than that. Passion is what makes this community special. Do you know who you're dealing with? You're dealing with nerds. They're the most angry, unsocial people that you'll ever come across. Sorry, I don't mean to brush all nerds with the same brush. Gamers. I'm brushing gamers with all the same brush. They are the most unsocial people that you'll ever come across. And I know. Sauce? You want a sauce? It's me. I'm the source. You can absolutely disagree with our decisions, but some of the words used over the past week crossed a line. Behind every... You're telling me you've never been in a Call of Duty lobby? Really? You sell video games. Behind every reply, every phone call, and every counter is a person who cares deeply about games in this community. They deserve the same respect they'd show you. We've been part of Pokemon for 30 years. We'll always be for Pokemon. I agree with the sentiment that everyone needs to be nicer to those frontline workers, everyone working on the counter, everyone working on the phone. Like, oh, the ones I used to take phone calls too for one of these companies, and goddamn, the people on the phone were the worst because they couldn't see you. So they thought they could hurl any word they wanted at you, and they were very, very tough over the phone. And then they come in the store and they're still a little bit tough, but nowhere near as tough as they were on the phone. Be nicer. I agree with that sentiment. But also, Mr. Managing Director, if you did this on purpose, if you raised these prices on purpose, did you take that into account that your staff were going to get abused because of your decisions? Actually, I'm gonna bleep that guy's name. I don't want to be associated with any abuse that this guy at EB Games, this director at EB Games might get. So I would encourage nobody to go hurling abuse at anyone at EB Games, even the faceless people that sit in the building. But EB Games has always been more expensive, I found, than JB Hi-Fi. Like, JB Hi-Fi, I think they take a profit hit on purpose because the whole idea is they're not making their profit from things like the video games and whatnot. That is just to get you inside the store so that you'll see all the bigger tagged items like televisions and whatnot. And at their home stores, they've got washing machines and things like that. You know, all the things that gamers are known to buy, washing machines and fridges. But I haven't seen a 60 to 100% markup before. That's insane. That's insane. Guys, get a cheaper hobby like video games where you buy one, you find your favorite video game and then you just play that. One that doesn't have DLC that you need to constantly download. Like, I've recently been playing a game that I've had for 10 years. I loved it then, I love it now. And you know what? I haven't had to pay any extra money for it because I own it. For now, at least, until maybe one day Sony will get a hold of it and then they'll put it behind a digital store and then I won't be able to friggin' play it anymore. Anyway, if you came this far, click the subscribe button and leave a comment down below. The code word for today's comment, I need to think of a word. The code word is ruler, because that's what's in my hand. Because that's what I was using on a stream on my main channel today. That was a fun stream. So ruler, the word ruler, R-U-L-E-R. Put that somewhere in your comments so I know that you made it this far.